Good morning, math students. How are you doing today? Great. And today we're going to be doing some counting, and we're going to be working with money. And the big idea is counting money and counting money in the form of coins and in bills. Okay, so first we're going to do a little bit of review with the coins, and then we're going to do some skip counting, and then we're going to play a game, and then we'll do some problem solving. Okay, so for this lesson you'll need 2 dice, a bank of 20 pennies and 20 dimes and $1. Okay, and you'll also need a paper and a pencil, or you can use a whiteboard and your marker and an eraser if you have one of those. Okay, then let's get started. We're going to skip count first. And I have my hundreds grid, so if you have a hundreds grid, you can use that as well. And you could count along. And with my hundreds grid, I like to mark my counts. And first we're going to count by fives, and we're going to go up to 100. Okay, ready? We're going to do it together. We're going to start on 0. All right, here we go. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to count by by tens. And I'm going to use a different color for that. We're going to start at 0 and we're going to count up to 100. Ready? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay? And it's a good thing to practice that skip counting every day, because that skip counting will help you when you're counting money. Okay? All right, so let's get started with our review. And I have some vocabulary words here for you that I'm going to reteach you and remind you of what they mean. And value means what something is worth, and each coin has a different value, and each dollar bill has a different value as well, each bill. Exchange. An exchange is when you take 10 of one coin and exchange it for something larger. Okay, so you can have 10 pennies and exchange it for a dime, or you can have 10 dimes and exchange it for $1. So you're making an exchange, and you're going to think about your base 10 blocks when you have 1, 10, and 100. Okay, the same way you exchange those, you will be exchanging your coins. Okay, and the next thing is skip count. And you will be doing skip counting to count money. And you will skip count the coins that are the same value first. And then after you've done that, you are going to do something called counting on, which you probably also recognize as counting up. So you count up from your coins. All right? So those are some vocabulary words that go along with our big idea, counting coins and counting bills. Okay, let's get started with our game. And I have a focus question, a I can statement here we're going to read. I can exchange $1 bill for coins. And also, I can solve problems with coins. And if you're following along with me in my book, it is Lesson 8-2, page 333. Okay, let's move over here to where the game is set up. Okay, so for the game, you'll already have had the directions, but I'm going to read them to you as well. If you have them with you, you can take them out. And you will need $1 bill, 20 dimes, 20 pennies, 1 place value mat per player, 2 6-sided dice, and 1 sheet of paper labeled bank. Okay. And there is an example here that shows you how to make an exchange, right? I'd like to see you. So we are going to be, and I'm going to go ahead and put our vocabulary words right there, so we have them as well. Okay, I'm going to take out my place value map, and it looks like this, and it has the 1 and 1 cent, and it has the 10 cents, and it has the 100 cents. Okay, and then the paper that's labeled bank. Okay, and it says step 1, place all money in the bank. So you're going to go ahead and take out your money and put it into the bank. Remember, I have 10 pennies, 10 dimes, and $1. Okay, and 2 dice. All right. And then players take turns. When it is your turn, you roll the dice and find the total number of dots. Take that amount of cents from the bank and place the coins on the place value mat. If there are 10 or more pennies in the pennies column, exchange 10 pennies for 1 dime. Place the dime in the dimes column. If there are 10 or more dimes in the dimes column, exchange 10 dimes for $1. The winner is the first player to make the exchange for $1. Okay, and I'll leave my directions right here where I can see them. So I roll, and I rolled a 4 and a 3, and I'm going to count up from 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm going to find 7 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to put them in the ones column right here, into the ones column. Okay, and now I go again. And I'm going to roll, and 6 plus 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is 11. So I'm going to get 11 pennies, a dime, and 1 penny. And the dime goes in the dimes column, and the penny goes into the pennies column. Looks like I don't have quite as many pennies as I thought in there, so I'm going to have to get some more. And I'm going to roll again, and I have 5 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to take 8, 1, 2, 3 pennies, and put them into the ones column, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to put them in the fives column. Okay, and then I'm going to roll again. Oh, but I'm thinking, wow, I have a lot of pennies here. I probably can make a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it tells me to put this back into the bank and to take out a dime. And the dime is going to go into the tens column. And now can I make another 10? No, I only have 6. So I'm going to roll again. 5 plus 4 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to go ahead and take 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 is just 1 away from 10. And then I look over here and I see, oh, wow, well, I have some 1s there, so maybe I can take one of the 1s, put them here, and then I'll have a 10. And so then I can go ahead and take my 10 and I could put it in here. So now I'm going to count 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. I have 35 cents. So you saw how I did that? That skipped counting. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, and you continue and you play this game either with a partner or you can play it on your own until you, first person gets to the $1 bill. And that is your $1 exchange game. Okay, it's very similar to the base 10 exchange game. Okay, so now we're going to transition to do some review with the coins. And we're going to review the value of the coins. Okay, and we have the penny, which is the copper colored one. And that one is worth 1 cent. 1 cent. I'll go ahead and write cent. 1 cent. That's how you spell it. And the symbol is a C with a line. Now remember, a C comes after an E comes after the C, which is why the C makes a soft C sound. It makes this sound like in celery. Then we have the nickel, and the nickel, its value is 5 cents. So 5 cents or 5 pennies are the same as 1 nickel. And then we have a dime, and the dime's value is 10 cents, 10 cents, or 10 pennies, or 1 nickel and 5 pennies could equal 10 cents as well. And then we have the quarter, which is the biggest one. And the quarter's value is 25 cents. And it is worth $0.25, which is 100 pennies. And if you had your whole, a quarter is worth this much. Okay? And that's what it says right there, 25 cents. Okay? And so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to solve a quick problem. And I am on page 333 in my book, and I'm going to read you the problem, and we're going to solve it together on the whiteboard, or you're going to use your pencil and paper. Grace has 40 cents, so we write 40 cents like this. She gives Barry 24 cents. What coins could Grace have to start? How many cents does Grace have left? Explain. So 40 cents could be 3 dimes, and 10 pennies. Okay, so this would be the D, the D, the D, and this would be the P's. But I'm not going to write them because I don't have enough room. I made them smaller. And she gives away 24, so we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So how many does she have left? Well, now we can count them. We have 10, and then we're going to count up. Count on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So she has 16 left. Okay, and that is how you do your problem solving with coins and how you make your exchanges with the exchange game. Okay, Let's read it one more time. I can exchange a $1 bill for coins. I can solve problems with coins. And that's it for today. Have a good rest of your day, students.